The break of dawn for champions. On 32 FM 94.9.
Alright, a very good morning to you out there. This is 32 FM 94.9. It's the morning of the 20th of January 2025. It's time to take you through the major headlines out of the newspapers this morning. We'll bring you the analysis and take your reactions to the headlines as well. I am Kenny Durutilo. I'll start off with the Punch newspaper this morning. Major headline: NLC faults fresh petrol price hike, says federal government insensitive. You also find this one: man arrested for stabbing in-law to death in Imo. Edo Tribunal, police tighten security as violence rises. 1 killed, houses burnt in Ebonyi communal clash. 89,000 Nigerians denied Schengen visa in 2 years. That's according to a report. Elsewhere from the Punch: Niger explosion, Tinubu, Buhari, others mourn as death toll hits 86. Catholic Church suspends Delta priest over secret U.S. wedding. Eric Air shareholders tackle AMCON over 455 billion naira debt claim. LP crisis: OT's caretaker panel drags Abure before Supreme Court. Right, this one says Gaza, UN others chair as freed Israelis reunite with families. Some other stories out of the Punch this morning: illicit demand, biggest FX problem. 𝐷𝐷 BVN compulsory for RSA holders from February. That's according to PENCOM. Politics related: fears over deportation, border closure as Trump returns to White House. Nigeria going about identity management the wrong way, ex-postmaster general. Friends at war: how Tinubu Sanusi's once cozy relationship unraveled. Secretariat tussle, Edo sliding into anarchy, says PDP. Alright, we take headlines out of the Daily Post now. Increase in fuel price, not our fault. Dangote refinery, NNPCL commences rehabilitation of pipelines depots. Alleged frustration: Ned Nwoko set to dump PDP for APC. Ex-Minister of Petroleum Desiani distances self from ownership of repatriated $52.8 million loot. Tanker explosion: police confirm 73 persons dead, others in critical condition. More headlines from the Daily Post. Trump demands 50% U.S. ownership of TikTok. 𝐒𝐈𝐒 begins commissioning of 6 road projects in Abuja. Tanker explosion: Abiodun commiserates with Niger State Governor Mohammed Bago. Gaza war: IDF confirms release of 3 hostages, identities revealed. I'm not Igbo. That's a statement credited to 𝐒𝐈𝐒. Alleged frustration: already took that one. Osun local government poll: APC calls for sack of OSIEC chairman Abioye. Adamawa Binani dismisses rumor of defection, says she remains in APC. 6 politicians declare for Adamawa Guba ahead of 2027. Tax bills will be passed in Q1, implementation to commence in July. That's according to 𝐷𝐷. Naira appreciates against dollar again. Port Harcourt refinery, NNPCL, the zone's recruitment notice, and IMF projects UK to have 3rd strongest G7 growth in 2025. Alright, taking headlines out of the Premium Times now. Suspected cholera outbreak in Akwa Ibom community. Fatalities recorded. YB issued petrol import licenses to NNPC. Others, despite Dangote refinery NMDPRA. How suspected internet fraudster killed our operative, EFCC. Niger explosion. Death toll rises as petrol continues to drip from tanker. Elsewhere, Israel ceasefire with Hamas takes effect. Other headlines: Trump launches cryptocurrency days before presidential inauguration. Suspected, take another one. Federal government directs evacuation of victims of Suleja tanker explosion to tertiary medical centers. Wife of Nigerian billionaire calls out governor, SSS, over husband's disappearance. Questions as Kwamwan publicizes Tinubu's condolence phone call to him. Shettima departs for Davos to attend the 2025 WEF. And lastly, from the Premium Times, Nigerian governor launches a new security outfit, pledges 5 million naira for whistleblowers. Alright, headlines out of the Daily Trust. Nigeria Daily: how failure to learn costs scores of lives and millions of naira again. Niger tanker explosion, 86 buried, 43 hospitalized, others missing. Hardship, 70 million Nigerians to get 75,000 naira each. Tax reform will destroy education. ASU: tax reform will destroy education. ASU: sexual harassment allegation victim demands prosecution of Indonesia ambassador. I'll take all the headlines out of the Daily Trust. Over 18 transmission towers vandalized in 5 days. That's a statement coming from the TCN. Prophet gone down inside Ogun Celestial Church. Japa, don't run away from your responsibilities, Jonathan tells Nigerians. Alright, headlines from The Guardian now. AMMC restores power to presidential villa. Other areas: livestock ministry to spend 129 million naira on egg production. Technical support. Alien insurance firms owe policyholders 50 billion naira in outstanding claims. FOI Act, MDAs above accountability, probity. It's a piece you might want to take a look at from The Guardian. Kaduna peace dialogue and danger of negotiating with terrorists. Oyedele seeks fast track of tax reform implementation. Alright, I'll take headlines from The Nation now. Algon: 774 councils to open dedicated accounts with CBN. How to avert tanker explosion by Tinubu, Sultan Buhari, others. 18 transmission towers vandalized in 6 days, says TCN. Abure: we're heading to Supreme Court. LP's National Caretaker panel vows. And lastly, from The Nation this morning, why upload of 2023 presidential poll result failed. Some of the major headlines out of the papers this morning. When we come back, it'll be time for the analysis of the headlines. Do stay with us.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Let me ask you a question. What holds you back when you wake up each morning? Is it the uncertainty of how the day will unfold? And as the day goes on, what makes your heart race? Is it the quiet fear that maybe you're not doing enough? And when it's evening, is it the longing for just a little more time? Whatever it is, remember, challenges don't define you, but how you rise to meet them. Staying connected to your dreams, that's how you break free from limits. Get unlimited data plus up to 6-hour battery backup to keep you connected without interruptions on Airtel 4G 5G Smart Connect. Visit the nearest Airtel shop to find out more. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Guys, let's go and get seats at that table with Semovita.
Sorry, this table is reserved for the bride's family.
Do you know who I am? I'm the older brother of the sister's last uncle who married their first cousin.
Everybody wants to sit at the Golden Penny Semovita table. Golden Penny Semovita remains my soup's first choice. It's made from premium wheat and fortified with vitamins and minerals to provide a wholesome bowl food that pairs well with Nigerian soups. Golden Penny Semovita, my soup's first choice.
Hey, you fancy me?
It's okay.
Ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ àsápù.
It's okay.
Mommy, you want to watch YouTube?
Not my phone again. Every time YouTube.
Oh, mommy, you want to watch YouTube?
You want to watch YouTube? Not with my phone. Go and watch TV.
But there's no YouTube on our TV.
That's before. With the new 𝐿TEL Smart Router, for just 25,000 naira, you can watch YouTube and more on any TV, even our own TV.
Really? Yay! Thank you, Mommy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Turn any TV into a smart TV with the 𝐿TEL Smart Router and watch Nollywood movies, football, and lots more on YouTube with unlimited data for 30 days. 𝐿TEL, a reason to imagine.
Hi, Emeka.
Yemi, I learned that Betano is sending 3 football fans to England to watch the big game of Aston Villa versus Tottenham for free. Imagine us going there together. That would be amazing. Okay, bye.
What? He hung up to play.
Play with Betano and stand a chance to win an all-inclusive trip to the UK to watch live the big game of Aston Villa versus Tottenham. Betano, proud partner of Aston Villa. Play responsibly. Available only to those over the age of 18. The promo is valid from November 1st to February 28th, 2025.
When you think of Rex Insurance, think of the resilience of overturning a 4-0 scoreline in injury time. Think of the integrity of frying a bunch of soft golden plantain without tasting any.
Femi, you have tasted more than half of the plantain on the fire.
Think of the efficiency of making a sumptuous plate of afang with just 3,025 naira.
Customer, now 220 naira remain for my hand. I beg, give me periwinkle.
At Rex Insurance, our values of resilience, efficiency, excellence, integrity, and teamwork have remained unwavering since 1918. No matter your business, agriculture, aviation, engineering, general accident, energy, motor and marine, our values and prompt claims payment are your assurance of our commitment to you. Rex Insurance, you're not alone.
Ẹ o ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, fífúnni jẹ́ ìmọrírì àti pé fífúnni pẹ̀lú àmúlò dátà lórí fóònù rẹ ṣe àfihàn rẹ̀ jọ̀rẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣá, ìjọ dáàbòbò dátà lórí fóònù rẹ bí? Ìwọ̀nyí ni àwọn ọ̀nà tí o lè gbà dáàbòbò dátà rẹ bí o bá ń fún èèyàn lò nípasẹ̀ hotspot. Lo àwọn nọ́mbà tó jẹ́ mímọ̀ fún ìwọ nìkan láti ti hotspot rẹ fún ìdáàbòbò dátà rẹ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ajíniní dátà lò. Bákan náà rí i dájú pé o ṣe àyípadà ìdáàbòbò nọ́mbà rẹ password lóòrèkóòrè kí o bá ṣòro fún àjèjì láti lò. Fún ìdí èyí, jẹ́ kí àwọn olólùfẹ́ rẹ jẹ àǹfààní dátà rẹ nítorí pé ó ti wà lábẹ́ ààbò tó péye. Lọ sí ojú òpó ayélujára fóònù rẹ tàbí ti consumer.ncc.gov.ng fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé. Ìkéde yìí wá láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ àwọn tó gbàwé àṣẹ fétò ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀ àti àjọ tó ń bójútó àmúlò ẹ̀rọ ayélujára lẹ́ka ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀ NCC.
Stay tuned to 32FM 94.9.
Alright, it's great to have you back with us. 32FM 94.9. It's the Papers Review. I am Kenny Dorochilu. It's time to delve into the analysis of the headlines this morning. We have Barrister Yomi Ogunlola joining us on the Papers Review this morning. Good morning, sir.
Oh, Kenny, how are you?
I'm very well, fine, thank you. How are you, sir?
Oh, wonderful. And a wonderful morning to Nigeria.
Right. Okay, Barrister, let's start off with the petrol tanker explosion in Niger State that claimed 86 lives. We hear that 55 others were injured and hospitalized in that particular incident. The blast occurred as residents tried to scoop fuel from a spill, igniting a fire that also killed some of the rescuers there. Barrister, what's the issue here? What should we be looking at? Is it the pipeline system? Is it the restoration of the pipeline system? Is it greed? Is it corruption? What are the issues here? And just your general take on this particular matter.
It's good governance. That is what is still missing. A law that a country that is founded on laws will work against things like this? Isn't it becoming one too many? Almost every state has had an experience of it. Life expectancy in Nigeria has considerably reduced due to the ineffectiveness of governance. What are they thinking about? The rail system was what was used in the past, and then of course the pipelines. I understand they have an arrangement with the Delta boys to guide their pipes. So what's the problem? You need to be on the road to see how those tanker drivers drive on our roads. And yet we have an institution that is in place to check things like that. But what do? They have become police too. When they stop you, it is to grease their pockets. So it is all about governance. It's most unfortunate. Corruption is so endemic. It has gone everywhere. You will find a trailer with PMS over 33,000 and it will have no rear lights and driving at night. All these shenanigans, you know, if we don't address them, we will keep having problems like this. And of course, the issue of poverty,
right,
which the government is not ready to address yet. Why would any sane man, any reasonable person, knowing the flammability of PMS, will go there with rubber buckets and what have you,
right,
to scoop fuel? Well, when they have no choice, they know they have to take the risk if they have to feed. The country is a mess, and that's just the truth. So if we are going to resolve this, well, I want to suggest that all those trailers should be put aside. If there's going to be haulage of petroleum products, let it be via the rail system. And then, of course, for long distances through the pipes. We hope that they will govern well so that those ones too will work, because even pipes can explode.
Right.
Indiscipline everywhere. Something happened some time ago in Ibadan here. Some unscrupulous people busted a pipe. They brought trailers, about 10 of them, loaded their tankers, and they drove off. Then the security guard and a couple of other guys felt, okay, this is an opportunity for us too. They now brought their kegs and started filling their kegs.
Right.
Government went to arrest the security man and those other people and arraigned them in court to prosecute them. I was their lawyer. I went to get them free. All those ones who own the trailer tankers, nothing was said about them, and yet they know them. Good governance, absence of good governance, that's the result. The consequences is what we are getting. It's just as simple as that.
Right. Okay, Barrister, let's take a look at this one. The NLC has condemned the federal government for the recent petrol price hike, citing insensitivity during economic hardship. We understand that Dangote Refinery has denied responsibility. There was a report there stating that its price aligns with global crude oil benchmarks and are lower than that of the NNPCL. What do you make of this? What can the regulatory agencies do to ensure prices reflect global oil trends and hold refiners accountable for lowering ex-depot prices when the crude price actually falls?
Dangote does not owe them anything. It is a private enterprise. It is doing its business and it is out for profit. If they were doing, maybe they said Port Harcourt refinery is working and Warri refinery is working. So what is their problem? Let them go and sort out themselves in those places. We are the owners of our crude oil and we are the owners of our refineries. We don't have to be dictated to by the market in international, the prices in international markets. We don't have to. Even by OPEC regulations, we are allowed to have a percentage of our daily production of crude oil for domestic purposes. Why then should you subject that to international pricing system? Bad governance. That's the problem with this country. Nothing else. Leave Dangote out. Under normal circumstances, Dangote is operating in a free trade zone, and by the books, his products should be exported abroad. But we made an arrangement for him to be supplying us here because our government has failed. So leave Dangote alone now. Waiting concern with overload.
All right. Barrister, let's take touch on this one. The military has ramped up efforts to capture the notorious bandit leader, Bello Turji. They dislodged his camp in Zamfara, according to reports, allegedly killed his son as well. Despite all of this, the bandit leader remains at large. The military continues to work hard to actually apprehend him. What do you make of all of this and the continued evasion of this man and the persistence of banditry in the Northwest? How is this affecting our global reputation regarding our ability to maintain internal security?
Yes, thank you very much. We must commend our military men. They're doing wonderfully well, I must tell you. So far, there's been improvement in their operations, even though they still need to dot the I's and cross the T's, especially with respect to information gathering, in intelligence and all that, so that we don't have these situations where we go and bomb innocent people. But outside that, I think so far, the military are doing very well. We can only encourage them to do more. I know it's just a matter of time. The so-called Thuggy guy will be arrested or allowed to go to heaven and meet his 7 virgins. It's just a matter of time. The military are not doing badly. I hope they can keep up the tempo. Yes.
But how does it look? That's the issue here to the global community. This is someone who has been at large, for quite some time. Why is it taking so long? Yes, the military is doing well, but why is this particular man so difficult to apprehend?
Yes, it's so difficult because one, so many agencies that ought to be assisting with the work of the military or that ought to be in sync with the military are not doing their jobs. Look at the borders, the northern borders, for example. It's not the soldiers that are policing the borders. It's the job of customs. And it is not the police that are doing immigration work. That is for the immigration department. But there is a need for a synergy between all of these groups because they move in and out. The Sahel is their territory. But when you open your gates, then they will come in. And don't forget, too, it's the same thing all over the world. How long did it take America to get Osama bin Laden? Because some people are not cooperating with the military. But I know it's just a matter of time. they'll get him.
All right. This headline from the Punch says Nigeria joins BRICS as partner country. We understand that we have formally accepted the invitation to join the BRICS bloc of developing economies as a partner country. Barrister, your thoughts on this one, how this will affect foreign policy and overall the economy going forward?
They are jokers. You know, they are unleashed by the one put on their necks by IMF, World Bank, and America, and that's why they will be partner. They will be partner. You know, we don't have the kind of leadership that this country deserves yet. BRICS is where to go. BRICS is telling you, look, we are not concerned about devaluing your naira. We are not concerned about you removing subsidies on essential services in your country. We are here to assist one another, trade amongst ourselves in our local currencies. Which country will refuse that? Except the one that is an underdog. When they have something against you, you have no choice now. You have to play ball. Because if you don't play ball, they will expose your secrets. So you are enslaved to that evil system. Your own personal records. And for that, Nigerians must suffer. My brother, there's a lot to the story. But let's see how it pans out. Trump is coming in today. His inauguration is coming in today. Let's see their reaction to what their underdog has chosen to do. We'll wait and see.
Right. Okay, Barrister, I'd like your reaction to this one. The situation where a cleric was gunned down in the middle of his service in Ogun State. We had the suspected assassin storm the service while the deceased, identified as Yomi Detula, was delivering his sermon and shot him in the presence of the congregation. What's your take on this one? Religious houses, aren't they sacred anymore?
Sacred. That sacredness of the houses has gone with the Old Testament, when the curtain separating the sacred from the mundane was said to have been torn into two. No one is safe. Nowhere is safe. Yeah, is the kind of country we live in. It's so unfortunate. Section 14, subsection 2B of the Constitution is clear on who the incidence of security falls. Government. The essence of government is to provide for the welfare and security of its people. We have governments that can do neither. No security, no welfare. People are hungry. You see the rate of ritual killings. If it were a country, you know, working, by now, they would have put a death sentence on that crime. And our governors will not be sleeping, are not signing death warrants. If you want to curb a problem, there are laid down procedures for doing it. Southeast Asian countries have given us an example of what to do. Now, you look at it. Evans, the kidnapper, they are still playing drama with him.
All right, Barrister.
Imagine how long ago.
Barrister, I'm told we have to go on a commercial. When we come back, I'll let you wrap up your thoughts on that one. Do stay with us. It's 32 FM 94.9.
Stay tuned to 32 FM 94.9.
Mommy, you want to watch watch YouTube.
Not my phone again. Every time YouTube.
Oh, mommy, we want to watch YouTube.
You want to watch YouTube? Not with my phone. Go and watch TV.
But there's no YouTube on our TV.
That's before. With the new 𝐕𝐿 Smart Router, for just 25,000 naira, you can watch YouTube and more on any TV, even our own TV.
Really? Yay! Thank you, mommy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Turn any TV into a smart TV with the 𝐕𝐿 Smart Router and watch Nollywood movies, football, and lots more on YouTube with unlimited data for 30 days. 𝐕𝐿, a reason to imagine.
kò bá jẹ́ 24 29 tàbí 32 ṣáà ti fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wa lórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ kàn tẹ 32FM949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀.
Guy, where una dey see all this airtime, credit and data buy for this cashless weather?
Omo, na small thing na. Dem no dey call me bobo digital for nothing o. Whether cash dey my hand o or e no dey o, na so I just dey buy airtime, credit and data straight from my bank account o, thanks to 𝐿𝑜 Top Up.
The same 𝐿𝑜 Top Up?
Yes na, easy top up directly from my bank account. No stress, no wahala.
So you mean say person no need worry about not having cash?
At all. If you no get cash, you no get wahala. You are welcome to cashless recharge on the go, anytime, anywhere.
Buy data and airtime directly from your bank account with 𝐿𝑜 Top Up. It is easy, quick, and available on your mobile apps, ATMs, websites, leading retailers, and 𝐿OW World shops. Or download 𝐿OW Cafe app to top up, or dial *777#.
𝐿OW Unlimited.
When you think of Rex Insurance, think of the excellence of cleaning the house to the satisfaction of a typical Nigerian mom.
Okay, you've washed the plate twice. Have you washed the sponge with soap?
Yes, mommy.
Think of the teamwork in managing your mom and mother-in-law for Omugo.
Honey, Mama and your mommy have gone to the market together. How did you do it?
At Rex Insurance, our values of resilience, efficiency, excellence, integrity, and teamwork have remained unwavering since 1918. No matter your business, agriculture, aviation, engineering, general accident, energy, motor or marine, our values and prompt claims payment are your assurance of our commitment to you. Rex Insurance, you are not alone.
Let me ask you a question. What holds you back when you wake up each morning? Is it the uncertainty of how the day will unfold? And as the day goes on, what makes your heart race? Is it the quiet fear that maybe you're not doing enough? And when it's evening, is it the longing for just a little more time? Whatever it is, remember, challenges don't define you, but how you rise to meet them. Staying connected to your dreams, that's how you break free from limits. Get unlimited data plus up to 6-hour battery backup to keep you connected without interruptions on 𝐕𝐿 4G 5G Smart Connect. Visit the nearest 𝐕𝐿 shop to find out more. 𝐕𝐿, a reason to imagine.
32 FM
94.9.
All right, the Papers Review 32 FM 94.9, 4 minutes past 7 o'clock. It's time to take your reactions to some of the headlines out of the papers this morning. You can call the studio lines now, 0705 5000 949, 0809 7000 949. Let's have your thoughts on some of the stories. Before we get to the phone lines quickly, I'll let Barrister wrap up his thoughts on the cleric assassinated in Ogun State. You were
yes.
wrapping up your thoughts.
Thank you very much. I want to commend Ogun State as the first state that has come out to tell the world that they will start signing death warrants of people who cannot be allowed to or cannot live with the rest of society. Because right now, we are in a state of nature. And you know what that means. It is absence of government. Because if there is a government, then men will not be in a state of nature. The kind of indiscipline that pervades this country is such that Hobbes saw, that he philosophized about, and until there is a government, I am sorry, that's the way it's going to be. So there is absence of government.
Okay. The phone lines are open once again. 0705 5000 949, 0829 7000 949. We're live on Facebook as well. That's 32FM 949 Fenye on Facebook. That's Fenye with double E. I'll take some of your reactions on that platform as well. 0705 5000 949, 0829 7000 949. If you're struggling with those phone lines, you can try the 0906 2000 949. Again, 0906 2000 949. On Facebook, Omwadi Adekunle says, it's not gainsaying that President Tinubu's policy is suffocating the poor and enriching the political public office holders. May God touch our leaders. I'll take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Good morning. What's your name? And let's have your contribution.
Yeah, this is Mario calling from Apata. Good morning, Sir Barista. You have done a very nice job this morning. The God continue to bless you, sir. On the issue of insecurity, I don't know the reason why our ministry, they are the guys that are trying. But there's something that came to my mind when that doctor was analyzing. When he wanted to kill Osama bin Laden, he was in his country, and those the US Army, they were able to launch an attack from their country down to where he was. And that was a big success to them. So I wonder why we can't go technologically in combating security in this country. Let government send some of our troops abroad to learn about how the modern techniques of combating insecurity. Yeah, by that I think Chigidolo is not too big for our security experts to be able to contain. And I believe that our security experts, they are capable of being wonderfully well in combating security in the country. Let them go abroad for training, and they can learn the recent way, the new way of tackling security in the country. And by then we have a lasting solution. And the issue of increase in PMS, I want to tell all Nigerians that we should just bring up more for further implement, because as it goes, Dangote refinery is not going to do a respite for us. We just want to make the product available for us. But the price will keep increasing from time to time. We get the in this country. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for your time, Binga Mario. 0705 5000 949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. What's your name?
This is Ruth calling from Malacca.
All right, welcome. Let's have your thoughts.
As regarding insecurity, I wonder if our government will be able to tackle this issue with the way they are handling things. Because the way they are taking this insecurity with levity is really bad. And we hope security is local, which I believe the federal government should have granted state police by now. So, because this insecurity has really allowed us to flee away from their farms, which has really allowed all this hunger to eradicate in society by now. Or the federal government, they should please do the need for this insecurity. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. 0705 5000 949. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Barrister, good morning. This is okay. Barrister, I am also in the same page with you. Yes, the military, they are doing, but something is behind. Who is actually exposing some of these, their military intelligence and secrets? Somebody is behind it. We hear Toji, all of a sudden he escapes. Even when they want to. Remember a few years ago when we invited American listeners and they came, they said, this, our Nigerians, some of us were exposing. Yeah, so something is wrong. It's either why not let's see if we can get these people, and then probably we'll hold on. And like the last caller just said, security is local. Let's encourage these local police and all this. Probably that will help more. Good morning. This is okay.
All right, okay. Thank you very much for your time there. 0705 5000, excuse me, 949 0829 7000 949. Once again, we're live on Facebook. You can drop your thoughts on Facebook for us. That's 32FM 949. Faye on Facebook. Pupchu AK writes on Facebook, every day in Nigeria comes with the news of one security issue or the other, and Nigerian governments kept telling us plans and promises to decimate the activities of the evil men amongst us, but still hiding the list of the 400 names. how convinced can we trust government? Okay, how can we trust government? I believe that's what he's trying to say there. Thank you. 0705 5000 949 0809 7000 949. Those are the numbers. Barrister, quickly, your thoughts on this one. There's a statement in the papers coming from ex-president Jonathan where he says Nigerians don't need to japa. He says those countries that people are wanting to go to were built by people, and we must build this country together. That's what he said.
Yes, Jonathan can say that, but what he probably is forgetting is that the enabling environment for Nigerians to make contributions to their own country are not there. Ordinary voting, Nigerians cannot be sure that their votes will count. Look at what INEC has done to us. All these impositions, people who came to snatch, to grab and run away with it. So the enabling environment must be created for our talents to blossom. Without the enabling environment, there's nothing anybody can do. And please permit me to quickly add something to what the caller said concerning security. This is not the time for us to make enemies of our neighbors. What we are doing now with Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger is like committing suicide. Insurgents will keep pouring into this country, and they will be aided by those governments because they see Nigeria as an enemy. We should not be enemies with our neighbors.
No.
It is dangerous.
Okay, we'll take another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Good morning. All right, very quickly, you have like 1 minute, okay?
John, John Lariwaju, the comments of former President Jonathan to me, I totally condemn it. If the people are Japa and you are telling them to bring Nigeria together, what about you politicians that carry our money Japa to Ido and you are keeping our money there? Don't carry our money Japa again. Carry our money, stay in Nigeria. Thank you and good morning.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much to Baris for the analysis this morning on the Papers Review. We appreciate your thoughts on some of the headlines this morning. The Papers Review is back tomorrow. That's at 6:30 a.m. right here on 32 FM 94.9. I am Kenny Durutilu. The Smart Kid Show is up next.